I'm making my way down the bank here. I'm at Spring Creek at South Holston Lake. And I had been at Clear Creek earlier over in Bristol. And that place is frozen solid. You could ice skate on it. But I'm gonna go down here. You know, there's not a lot of water right now. They've got the lake drawn down. But I've got a Kitech and a jig tied on. And I'm just gonna see if I can't get a bite today. I mean, this is extreme condition. So I just wanna see if we can get bid on and just try to have a little bit of fun. We've been shut in for a few days. It really came a pretty heavy snow for those of us here in Southwest Virginia. And we usually get some snow, and this was a good little snow. It really wasn't that bad. You know, it's pretty much thawing out on the roads now, and it's 34 out today, so it actually feels pretty good. Who knows, we might get bit, we might not. We're gonna have a little bit of fun trying, so it's better than sitting at the house. So I think we're at our first spot. I have to be careful because I can't see the deviations in the bank because of the snow, but I'm gonna walk right down here and we'll start in this little spot. It's pretty shallow actually. This is usually a pretty deep spot of water, but as you can see, they've got the lake drawn down. There's actually some ice frozen over there. I see a little bird just kind of skittering across the ice. This is crazy. But I just got to get out and try it, you know. There's also some big lake trout that will patrol this right in here in the wintertime. A lot of people don't realize it. They're fun to catch too. So who knows? You know, you could accidentally hook up with one of those big lakers, and that would be some serious fun. It really would. I believe that was a bush. I don't think it was a bite. It's very shallow right in there. So I got an 1/8 ounce jig head on, but still it's so shallow it's actually kind of hard to keep it up off the bottom. So I'm gonna have to find a little bit deeper water, I think. This is how I grew up fishing. We never had boats or anything, so we always just bank fished. And we caught a lot of fish. Me and my uncles and my dad. This is how we did our fishing. It was just walking along, hitting different holes, hoping for the best. Now this right here, but it's fun. I love getting out, get some exercise walking, especially after you've been shut in for a day or two. It's just therapeutic. I'm not much of a homebody. I like to get out and do things if I can. At the same time, I'm not a huge social person either. I'm not antisocial, but you know, I kind of keep to myself for the most part. Now during the springtime, I don't know if you guys can see that little bit of grass sticking up right there. That is a killer. A place to catch them on a frog or a whopper plopper or even a lipless or any of those techniques. Those trees back that way where there's some grass in there is another good spot too. Yeah, this is a good rock ledge right in here. And it's nice to come and see this stuff too when they've got it drawn down. That way you kind of have an idea of what you're fishing when you come in here to fish during the summertime. But we're gonna give this a shot real quick. I'm gonna lay my rod and reel down right there. And I'm gonna cast up the stream. Just let this go to the bottom. And I'm gonna work it back. Make sure it's solid. Oh, dang. There's the first snag. Hopefully we can just go up here and knock this loose. It's gotta be on a rock. Maybe I can just get on the back side of it here. There we go. There we go. though out there on that ice edge. Let's see what we can do, just bring that thing back. And one thing these fish, you don't realize, one thing they're not used to is seeing a bait coming back toward the bank a lot of times. So it tricks them in a lot of ways when they see something coming back to shore. See, right there was a fish. No doubt. Wow. See, that's something you don't think. I mean, you just don't think you're going to get bit on when there's ice on the water. But folks, right there was a good bite. I don't know if it was a crappie or a bass or what, but this is a good deep hole right here. And something just nibbled on that Kitek. I do have light line on, and I've got a super light leader. For those of y'all that are wondering, I think this is 6-pound test braid to about a 4 or 6 pound test fluorocarbon leader. I'm using an 1/8 ounce jig head that I make, black with gold eyes, and I'm using a Kitek looking. It's not a Kitek. This one here is actually a Berkeley, but it stays soft no matter how cold it is. It has a great action, and the fish in this lake seem to really like it. I've caught several on it, good ones too. So that's what we're doing. We're just pulling this along slow and see if we can get bit on. Let's move down a little ways here, and we're going to keep fishing this channel. Now this would be a channel swing that I'm fishing right here. So I mean, I would almost bet that there are fish staged in here. I know they're cold. I know they're not wanting to participate, but I would be willing to bet that there are fish staged in this area. You know, whether I can keep them out of the rocks and the brush long enough to land them, different story, but I know without a doubt that there has got to be some fish in here. Oh, there was a perch behind that just then. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but there was a perch. You know, and that's one of those fish that you will catch this time of year when it's bitter cold like this. You got these bright days. Yeah, you're bound to, you might accidentally hook up with a perch. And I mean, they're fun to catch, no doubt. They are fun little fish to catch. It is so funny. I was not expecting that. Maybe there's a school moving through here or something. That'd be nice to hook up with a few. Yeah, there may be a magnum perch or two in here. You never know. I love coming up in here fishing. Something has killed that carp right there. That's unusual. Maybe it's just so cold. I don't know. That's strange. But this looks like a good bank right here to pull a jig up and maybe have an opportunity to catch fish. We'll try it. All we can do is try. I say we're just out here experimenting, trying to have a little fun. Try to get out of the house for a minute. Another cool thing, you get on these rocks and stuff during the wintertime, you can see all kinds of lures, things that people have left behind. They broke off. Looks like there's something hanging out there on that limb, but couldn't tell you. I did feel like a little tic tac right there. Ooh, I did too. Might be a good spot. Let's see. definitely a snag. Keep it up just a little more. Now that's a fish. Fish on. Cool. What have we got? Oh, that's a perch. Look at that perch, folks. Right here at South Holston Lake. Wow, look at that. Beautiful fish, too. Amazing. Look at that. That's cool. That is cool. I told you if there was a fish going to bite in this kind of weather, it'd be a perch. They're just a cold weather. They're just a little cold weather fish. I'll tell you. It's fun. It's better than sitting at the house, I'm telling you. That is neat. I wasn't expecting to catch anything at all coming over here today. To get bit on is that's pretty outstanding. Really like it. Kind of makes me wonder, you know, if there's, I heard tell of people catching those in here, but I'll tell you, there must be getting pretty prevalent if you catch them so consistently, because I never knew that there was that many perch in this lake, but who knows? You never really know. And we've always fished for smallmouth and largemouth in here. That's always been a huge deal, and it still is. I love fishing for smallmouth. I love largemouth too. My goal as an angler is to eventually be able to catch that 7 or 8 pound smallmouth. And I know they're in these places. It's just a matter of hooking up.